YouTube and the gaming community, and welcome to the highly anticipated setup video by SlavicPenguin's, or me, whatever you like to call me. So let's just get straight into it. I'm gonna begin on this side and then work my way towards that side. Let's just begin with the games I got on the PlayStation 3. Here you can see Battlefield 3. That's a game I'm not owning. I'm just lending it from a friend. I just borrowed it just to play some games with other friends on the PlayStation 3. And here you can see a FIFA 13 game. That's the game I play the most on the PlayStation 3. And if you want to challenge me in that game, just leave a comment under here, and I'll probably crush you because I'm raping on that game. And as well as a FIFA 12 game, which I do no longer play, but it's one of my favorite FIFA games. I've played like over 1,000 matches on it, and I truly love it. And I also have like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, I mean, but on the PlayStation 3, but I do not play it, and a friend is borrowing it. So the big thing you can see here is basically my TV. It's a Sony Bravia TV. It's 40 inches and it has 100 Hz. So it's a pretty good TV overall. I bought it like 2 years ago, and it does the job. You know, it has some amazing image quality, and overall it's pretty good. And the thing you can see here, or the PC you can see here, the laptop is an Asus G74SX, I do believe, laptop. And it's a gaming laptop that I used before I got the PC, which is over there. I'm gonna get into that later. And this is a pretty good laptop. It has i7 processor in it, as well as a decent graphics card. It cannot run the latest and newest games on ultra settings, but it still does the job. I can play League of Legends without having problems and without lagging. So that's a pretty good LAN PC I have that I can just bring quickly with me. It's a bit heavy, but it's worth it because it has a lot of horsepower in it, or power, whatever. That's a pretty neat thing to have, you know. And the cooling solution, PC, is pretty neat because it has like two big venting fans, I do believe it's called. So the headset you can see here is a SteelSeries 1, and I don't know the model, but it's a good PC. It's comfortable. It fits perfectly on my head. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. So it's overall pretty good. And the microphone is the one I'm using in the videos. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. And the sound quality, it could be a bit better, but overall the bass and everything is pretty solid. So moving on. I have the PlayStation 3 controller and the PlayStation 3 right beside it. And the reason why I only have like 3 games is because I had an Xbox 360 Slim Edition before this PlayStation 3, but I exchanged it in order to get this one, so that's why I have a PlayStation 3 now and had an Xbox before. And the reason why I did that is because a lot of my friends are playing the PlayStation 3, and there's not too many playing the Xbox, so that's the main reason why I got it. And the controller, I have had it for 2 years, and it's still pretty solid. It hasn't like broken, even though I'm raging a lot when I play FIFA. It's still good, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. And it's the Slim Edition of PlayStation 3 that I do have. It's 250 gigabytes, so it's pretty, like, I haven't used like 10 gigabytes of it, so it's pretty decent to have 250 gigabyte of hard drive. But what I might do later when the PlayStation 4 comes out is taking out the hard drive that the PlayStation 3 is having, and then just pop it right in my PC, and then I have 250 gigabytes extra, and that's pretty neat. So what you can see here, let's first zoom into the camera versus camera. This is the camera I used in the webcam video. It sucks ass. But enough about that. I usually have it up here and not behind here, but for the video's purpose, I just put it back there. This is a BenQ 2420T monitor. It's pretty good. It has 120 Hz, and the colors are pretty good. And if you're wondering what wallpaper I have, it's basically a League of Legends wallpaper. And that horsey man right there is Hecarim, and that's a champion I do enjoy playing with. And that's just a human getting shit on. And moving down there, there's my old ass keyboard. I took it from my sister because she is having a laptop now, so I just took it. And the reason why I have this shit, or piece of shit, instead of a better gaming keyboard is because I had a Corsair Razer, Corsair Mirror keyboard, but the problem with that keyboard was that when I played games, suddenly one of the many buttons or letters on the keyboard stopped working, and what I had to do is take out the from the PC and plug it right back in, and then it works perfectly fine for another, it depends, 10 minutes or 10 days, you know. So that's a small problem I had with it. And if you want, I can do a giveaway, but I promise it's not the highest quality stuff you can, but it still works fine, you know. If you have a PC right beside you, there should be no problem if you just plugging it out and plugging it right in. It takes no much longer than 10 seconds or maybe less, but I have the PC down there, so it's kind of problematic for me just to crouch down and do it once in a while. Okay, and the mouse should be on the mouse mat right there. It's a G500 mouse, and it's pretty good. I had the Razer Death Batter before, but I managed to fuck it up, so that's why I bought this one. It's pretty cheap, it's pretty solid. It has a decent DPI, and something happened on the screen, and I have Windows 8, so no problems. Yeah, overall it's a pretty solid mouse. The only thing I don't like is the mouse wheel. It's kind of loose for me. Yeah, I can press it in here, and it will get tighter, but it's still too tight for my opinion, or in my opinion. And the black box you can see here is a Western Digital 1 terabyte of hard drive, external hard drive, but I'm not using it too much because it has USB 2.0 instead of a 3.0, so the transfer speed between this hard drive and the PC is going slow. So that's why I'm not using it too much, but I'm probably gonna get into using it more because 1 terabyte on my PC is not enough. I have a lot of videos on terabyte, or I mean on the hard drive on the PC, so I got to transfer some of that over to this one because it's just standing here. So that's basically all my stuff, or from this part, or this part of the room, that's basically all I have. And this is probably the desk, or the school desk, that I'm having at home. And what you can see here is a bunch of boring books, also known as school books, and this is just a schedule of homeworks and shit I have to do, but I'm not gonna do it because I'm a badass. YOLO. Just kidding. I'm gonna do them. My friends are probably gonna flame me now because I always do the homework. And there's just a schedule of what if you only can zoom focus, but it's just a schedule of what the classes and such we have each day, so I don't forget what books to bring with me. And there's also a lamp here that doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. And up here there's this thingy, and upon that there's a char, or a character. This is a char from Guild Wars 2. It's pretty awesome. Fuck. I got it from buying the Guild Wars 2 limited edition thingy, and it costed me a hell of a lot, but I think it's worth it because this character is awesome. And I actually managed to kind of damage it because this sword, flame sword, should be in here, but since I rage a lot, I managed to pull it down, and then it just broke off. Quality for the win. And right behind that big character or char, there's a toy, I do believe, but the point is that it should have a head, and that is Voss head, the evil guy from Far Cry 3, I mean. But I managed to twist it around until it broke, so that's why. Oh, sorry. There's no head here, and that's the biggest things, or the best things I have up here. And this is a duck friend made to me. Yeah, for Christmas 2 years ago, I got a pair of sunglasses. I do not use them because there's like never sun in Norway, as you may know if you live here, especially on the west coast. And I got a box here with a mystery thingy in there, and I'm not gonna open it up just to irritate you. Got a few pencils and a cable. I do believe this is for, I don't know, a camera or something. And just, yeah, something in there as well. Probably some school stuff. And this is my bed, which I do not sleep on because I have another bigger king-size bed over there in another room, but I'm not gonna show it in this video because I haven't like cleaned up and such. And there, that's what she said. And I got a geek purse almost. This is where I keep the Asus laptop in, and it's like, this is originally for 15.6 inches screen, and that one is 17.3 inches. So this one is too big for that actually, but it fits in somehow. I managed to drag it in. And this is my gaming chair, and then over to the thing you probably want to see the most, and that is of course the PC. So I'm just gonna sit down on the chair because then it's easier to film. And this is how the PC looks from the side. I got a Razer logo there, as well as on my TV that I can show later. That is how it looks from the side. It's a case. It's a Corsair case C70, I do believe, and I'm gonna go ahead and leave all the specs in the description box down below, so go check him out if you're interested. But I'm just gonna take a quick like brief overview of what's in it, and let me just zoom right in here. What you can see there is the graphics card. It's an AMD 7970 GHz edition graphics card, and it got 8 GB of RAM, if you can see them there, those two sticks. 8 GB of 1600 MHz of RAM, but they're currently underclocked to 33 MHz. I don't know why, but I think some BIOS settings kind of messed them up. And I got a i5 3570K processor. I haven't unclocked it, overclocked it, but I'm probably gonna do it in the near future because I can. And they're both mounted on, well, all of the stuff are mounted on, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a motherboard. It's the MSi Z77 Mpower Big Bang motherboard, and it's pretty good, and it has some awesome overclock functions that I can just press on a button, and it's gonna overclock all the components on it. And powering all that, it is of course a good PSU. You can't see it because there's actually a fan here. I also have a fan up here on the front, and as well as one back, as well as one mounted on the CPU. But it's a 750AX or something Corsair PSU with golden, so it's it powers all this with no problems. And for the hard drive, if you're wondering, I'm having a Barracuda, Seagate Barracuda 1TB 7200 RPM hard drive, as well as 120 gigs of SSD Samsung 830 series. And I'm running, let me see here, I'm running the Windows 8 or the OS on the SSD because everything is faster than, and I have all the games, or like most of the games, running on the hard drive. So moving on to the last part of the room. Yeah, by the way, there you can see a sticker, the Razer logo. I just put it up there because I think it's very neat. Here you can see the Far Cry 3. I don't know what this is supposed to be, wallet or something, but I got it from Insane Edition of Far Cry 3. And let's see, up here I got a bunch of games I do have. So let's just start with this first. I'm just gonna go ahead and stand up. I'm just gonna tell you what games. It's the FIFA 10, as you can see, for the PC. I do not play it anymore. The Call of Duty World at War for the PC. I do not have this game as for now because I have lost the disc. Okay, so it's Battlefield 3 limited edition as well. It is a game called StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. I do not have the latest expansion, Heart of the Swarm, but I'm probably gonna get it. I'm not a pro StarCraft player, but I do really enjoy this game. It's quite amazing. It reminds me kind of Warcraft 3 because it's Blizzard and it's a strategy game. So yeah, Warcraft 3 is like my childhood game that I used to play. And here you have Counter-Strike Source as well as Half-Life 2 and Day of Defeat Source. I bought it a lot of years ago, but I still got it. And this is the first, I believe, or the second Call of Duty. This was when Call of Duty was more of Battlefield 3 game. You had like tanks, as you can see there. You had vehicles and such, but now it's grown into a mainstream FPS game, and Battlefield 3 is a series of its own. And I also have Command and Conquer. I don't know too much about the game because I haven't played it. And I got a hand. It's actually a System of a Down album. This is the first album, I believe, or something in my life that I've bought it, and it got a Jack and Jill movie. I have watched it. It's pretty funny. Got Far Cry 1 as well as Guild Wars 1, and yeah, you can see the price there. If you're Norwegian, you know how much that is. And I got a PlayStation 2 game. It's Need for Speed, and I absolutely love that series. I'm just gonna leave that there for now. Nothing special there, just like some clothes and shit for trainings, football trainings and stuff. I have one room more, but it's not a gaming room, so I assume you don't want to watch it. And this is my chair. It's pretty good, comfortable. And I believe that's like everything. And there's a clock there that doesn't work because the sound irritates me. And there's the light bulb, or what it's called. So yeah, this was the setup video you guys, or some of you guys, wanted. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Just leave a comment under yeah, what you think about my room. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.